Hello Virgo, what say you? What's good? This is Joe. It's time for your mid-month, oh look at that, 2020 tarot reading. This is a general reading. It's not meant for everybody. It possibly can't be. So keep that in mind that this isn't going to be necessarily for everyone. If it's not, that's okay. There's always another message on another day that might be better suited for you. I read cards intuitively. And what that means is the first thing I see, feel, hear when I see the card to me is the real and true meaning, because I do read intuitively, and then we can apply the various meanings of any particular tarot card if it's if it applies. So Virgo, that's kind of how I do things. And again, this is mid-month, September 15th through the 30th, 2020. And this is an interesting card to have come out, and we don't know really what this is all going to be about as we start to get into it. But you have a blessing for a mother, which is an interesting card to have come out, and this kind of intrigues me. So I'm interested to see, Virgo, where this is going. We'll find out. These blessing cards are amazing. They really speak very, very clear, true messages to so many people. This is a message from your spirit guides. This is a message from your angels, your spiritual team. It's definitely going to lead us down an interesting reading here, because that card almost never comes out. I don't get it too often. TikTok is the other card here. So this is going to kind of set the tone. I feel like, okay, Virgo, again, my readings aren't for the masses, so it may be 500 views before somebody goes, yeah, that's me, and that's perfect. That's really what I want. I don't want 500 people all saying that's me, because that's impossible. So for some of you, Virgo, I think that this might be about wanting to be a mother. This is about wanting that opportunity, and you might feel like time is just escaping you, running out, whether it's just not being in a relationship, or it's a feeling of being infertile, or there is some infertility or whatever. I kind of feel like that sets the tone, Virgo, and this is probably more of a reading for a female. But like I said, we won't know until we really get into it. So let's dive in and see what's happening. I don't pull a lot of cards for my readings here this way, because I don't feel like I need a lot of cards to get a message, especially in a 10-15 minute reading. I just don't need a lot. King of Wands, nice. Okay, so that's your first card out, Virgo. Knight of Wands, very, very, very interesting. Three of Swords. To me, that represents kind of a past situation. And Page of Cups, beautiful. I like how that kind of comes out this way. It's like, okay, the reading isn't going downhill. Ace of Pentacles. So, all right, Virgo, what is happening with you? So I did say I felt like this is mostly for a female or females. And this is all about, to me, being blessed with the ability to have a family, to have children, to have a child. And I think this is a beautiful message for somebody out there who feels like they're struggling with that coming into their life, or they're struggling with maybe getting pregnant, or struggling just with anything in that respect. So this is like, to me, this like confirms, TikTok confirms that feeling like, that biological clock is running out, or it's almost too late, or a feeling of being too late. But I don't think that like it doesn't show up this way in this reading. It just may be a place you're feeling kind of maybe a little defeated in. And so what your spirit guides and angels are saying to you right now, that this is a blessing upon your crown to be a mother, to be nurturing, and to raise a child. So I absolutely love this. This is how this comes through to me. I just see this as somebody who's like struggling with like fleeting hope. Like, is it going to happen for me? Maybe you're going through several procedures, medications, treatments, and it just feels like you're not getting anywhere. And then at some point, I do see like this does happen, because that Page of Cups at the end of this, and I'll get into that, is the message of good news for you. So if you're struggling with with conceiving and having a child. I think this is a beautiful reading. I normally don't talk about medical things or even legal things for that matter, but I do want this message to come through as it's intended. It's just, to me, a message of hope and encouragement for those of you who are struggling in this situation, Virgo. You have the Ace of Pentacles here. Ace of Pentacles, excuse me. Ace of Pentacles here is like the big picture here in this reading, and this is to me, it's funny, this is like having a child is like having a crown. It's like being proud, it's being full of hope and promise. And so to me, this is really what this reading is about. Is like I want to nurture something greater than myself, and I see this as like this amazing, beautiful opportunity coming through for you to maybe actually get to experience that within the, I feel like next 6 months. There's like good news for some of you, Virgo, that is maybe either unexpected or maybe it's just going to come through and bless you, and you're finally going to see that come to fruition. So to me, this is all about holding on to hope and hold out for it, wait for it, because when you wait for it, that's when that's when the big moment finally happens. When things kind of drag out a long time, we start to get weary, and then it comes in. And so I think this is all about your testament to your faith and your patience and your endurance. You have the King of Wands here. It's like, to me, I know, like, I don't assign genders to cards, so this is not a male. King of Wands here is like really being in pursuit of this objective, and I see this as like you know, not wanting to give up, no matter what the cost is, just going forward, not giving up, and pursuing that with all your heart and all your soul and all of your mind. But this is the action card. This is actually doing it, and so you're probably going through a process this this mid-month that is you know, it's like wearing on you. And so this is a message to you right now to not give up, just to keep going, keep in pursuit of what you want. The Knight of Wands here is saying, you know, this is a bit of a road, it's a bit of a journey, but it does have a destination. And I did say also, I felt like, you know, when you felt like, and this is what this card is to me, because this Three of Swords to me is almost like this is like a repeated disappointment, where you might think that you're finally getting what you want and it doesn't come through. And then, you know, this is like all the added up disappointment in your situation. And I think that this Knight of Wands is riding right over this Three of Swords this time around, coming up in your near future, down the road in a few months or whatever, whatever that time frame is, because this reading is about what's going on in the moment. It's not about this materializing for you right now. So Three of Swords is like finally getting over that repeated defeat. Each one of them swords to me kind of represents like a feeling of just losing hope, or losing out what you hoped was actually coming through, maybe having big hope for the news that you want and then it doesn't happen. So Virgo, this is like a great message for any of you that's struggling in this type of situation with having a family, making a family, having a child, trying to do anything along the lines of that. It could even be about adoption. You know, this doesn't have to apply to pregnancy. Keep that in mind. This could be, you could apply this in a number of different ways, but that's kind of the way I'm feeling this, because I feel like somebody out there is like really yearning to be a mom, and that feeling that like I only have so much time to make this happen. But the Page of Cups is in here in your future. So I think this month you either get renewed hope or news about what you're doing, what your pursuit is. And so there's something that occurs probably end of the month. This could even be in October sometime. This isn't a template on time frames, but this comes through and says that there's something here that gives you a restored hope in what you really want for yourself. And so I think this is something that lifts you back up if you've been struggling with this kind of dilemma for a while. And I think this is beautiful. I really want, whoever this is for, I really want you to have, because you're coming from a place of like purity and love, and it's meant for you. It just takes time to manifest, materialize, to come into your life, to see it actually become a reality, Virgo. So Virgo, I'm going to leave it here. I am going to pull one animal card here, and we're going to see if we can cap this off. If this resonates with you, please leave me a thumbs up, let me know, or if you even just like the video, that would be great. Leave me a comment, let me know how this is playing out for you, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to hear more. I am getting away from doing personal readings. It's become too much, and so I have to kind of like back off of it, because I'm taking on more than I can handle. And so, but I do have a members only area. I just started up recently, and I'm hoping to build that community up so that way I can kind of do somewhat the same thing in a tight-knit community and not have to do personal readings all the time, Virgo. So what do you got here? Oh, nice. Freedom, sensitivity, and spirit from the wild horse. So you might feel like your passion for what it is you want is a little bit untamed. You know, it just might feel like very raw and charged up and untamed passion. And I think that kind of goes to this King of Wands here, is like the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. It's like this is this untamed energy. This is really taking every step you possibly can, leaving no stone unturned, not going down every road you can to get what you want in the situation. And this is to me is like a love story in a sense, and I do love this because of that. I know what it's like to have children. I love all my kids. They're amazing, beautiful kids. So you know, Virgo, this is your reading. So again, let me know how this is playing out for you, if this was meant for you, and I'll talk to you again. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your month, and I'll talk to you again soon.